The year was 1989. Two entrepreneurial hippies, Daryl Wade and Jeff Manchester, founded the enigmatic travel agency known as Intrepid Travel. October 2008. Following nearly 20 years of strong world economic growth, the world's financial structures begin to crumble. Intrepid Travel is among the few companies unaffected by the crisis. Not that this should be surprising or anything. I mean, you can book 10 days in the jungles of Kota Kinabalu starting from $10.70. At those prices, you can't afford not to go. December 2008. Upon discovering that colon cancer may run in his family, Intrepid founder Daryl Wade decides to cryogenically freeze himself in order to avoid the yearly colonoscopies. He requests to be unfrozen once an alternative screening method is found. Co-founder Jeff Manchester takes over Intrepid Travel. Then lots of other stuff happened, and so as not to bore you with the details, here's a list of the greatest hits of the next 180 years.
2010. Americans proudly impeach first black president. 2021. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt adopt 40th baby because 39 wasn't a round number. 2090. The Great Cyborg War of 2090. 2117. Canada turns 250 years old. Gets a tie and a new pair of socks.
(2188). 180 years later, after his initial freezing, long-forgotten entrepreneur Daryl Wade is discovered and thawed by the future race. Daryl Wade is pleased that the world turned into the tranquil, globalist future world of every man's dreams, and that he never had to have a camera up his bottom. 2189. Future scientist Dr. Phil Hu meets Daryl Wade, and together they work to develop time travel. Through their mutually beneficial partnership, the two men invent the Intrepidator, the first ever machine to break down fully all boundaries of time and space. Before returning, Daryl Wade and Dr. Hu make an official, legally binding agreement to sign over 21st century rights to Daryl Wade, in hopes of making the dream he had 200 years before for a world without boundaries a reality.
I, Dr. Hu, hereby make an official and legally binding agreement to sign over 21st century rights to Daryl Wade, in the hopes of making the dreams he had 200 years before of a world without boundaries a reality.
August 2009. Daryl Wade returns to 2009 in the Intrepidator and rejoins Jeff Manchester. Intrepid Travel launches the first time travel agency.